Hello everyone and welcome back once again to Strategic Mind Blitzkrieg. We're here after the Battle of Tobruk, where we will be going for the invasion of Greece next. Yeah, Operation Marita, indeed. So let's get started with the usual. So we have 450 points, which I can spend, obviously. And I should see what to put it on. So this will become available later on. Oh, that closed it immediately. Okay. So I cannot do that. Blitzkrieg might be somewhat useful. Man-seen strategy would probably be marginally useful. Let's see whether I would benefit more from military training or Air Force training. Air Force training is more expensive. Can I? Yeah. So, as for Air Force training, I do already have a lot of units with 1 star of experience. Whereas I do think that a lot more units will get 2 stars experience for the ground, so that's probably a bit more useful, even at this point. So let's go for military training level 2, and then I have 150 points, which I'm best off just saving. I go for tank onslaught, but I don't really think that's going to be that useful. It's okay, but it's not really necessary. Yeah, so we'll save these, then we're going to upgrade those guys, of course. It will cost quite a bit of prestige, I think, as well. Get on to all of them to 12, but it's probably pretty good. So I guess actually for the recon to be Fort Observer, that's pretty good. So let's level them up. I'm just gonna upgrade my force first and then do overstrength. Like, you have aggressive maneuver now, and then generally Night Hunter is then going to be the best. And same for you guys. Night Hunter it is. Oh. These things can be upgraded. I will take care of that in a bit. With you guys, mobile is going to be most important. And I guess after that I would like to get extra reach. For you it's gonna be mobile, and then I guess deadly will accumulate quite a bit of damage over time. These pioneers, forced march, and that's it. So you leveled up as well because of this. So we have deadly. I guess they should also put fire support. Sweet. And then let's do the overstrength wherever I can. Or let's do the upgrades first. Maybe that's a bit better. Let's upgrade here. 109 F1 cannot be upgraded. And this is not actually a good upgrade. So my fighters cannot actually get upgraded. Then Panzerbefehlswagen can go to the 3H. Panzer 4D can go for Panzer 4F for additional heart defense. Panzer 3H will remain the same, so they also will not be upgraded. The Panzer 738, like, things are getting pretty dicey when it comes to keeping them. I mean, heavy armor is nice, but I would not mind already upgrading one of these actually for now to Panzer 4F. It does get a lot more soft attack for the amount of heart attack. Let's actually upgrade one of them. Alright, so now the overstrength. You can go to 13, 14, 12. Like, ultimately, this will cost a lot of prestige too, and I'm not even sure whether I can even purchase any more units at this stage. Still, I think that using overstrength is actually better. Simply because you do keep your or command points at that point, and that's pretty good. So you can go to 11. The only thing that I'm not 100% agreed on is the Air Force yet when it comes to experience, but let's take a look at the heroes. So I don't think I can deploy most of these, or maybe even any. 30 enemy infrastructure facilities. Why can you not be assigned? I cannot see. Oh, you might already have a hero. 15, huh? Okay, so that's not gonna cut it. In a tank, I need 80 damage. Well, that's gonna take a while. An anti-tank. I guess you're an anti-tank. Not on paper. And you're supposed to go in a fighter. 100 damage to fighters and tactical bombers. 69 is the closest that I got, so I'm definitely not there yet. Alright, we'll have to wait. Now the heroes can be included. Let's see if I can purchase a unit. Maybe an anti-tank unit, so we can actually start doing some stuff there. But these are all still pretty weak, and I don't really like the bunker flak at the moment. We might get some better anti-tanks like the Stugs later on, but for now, no. I could go for Stug 3C, which is an mobile artillery pretty much, with like, its values are a little bit less than the SIG, but it does more entrenchment damage. And probably this is going to be okay, so does not receive defensive penalty from close quarters if there's an infantry unit in the adjacent hex. I'm surprised they would get infantry support. But the biggest important thing about this guy is the Earthshaker ability. Well, with 513... I guess. Yeah, we also have a lot of tanks. Sure, let's just purchase it. Why not? Let's level them up with mobile. And I guess they can go for deadly as well. Get them to 12. Let's just take a look at how these pioneers are looking. So they have sappers and flamethrowers. I guess they'll be fine. I could do a bit better, but we have 2. So, okay, let's see what these guys have to say.
The mountainous landscape of Greece means we'll have to rely on artillery, aviation, and the paratrooper corps. No soldier can stand his ground forever with bombs exploding all around. Combining shelling operations with air raids will help us force the Greeks out into the open, where Guderian's tanks can finish the job.
I have to admit it. The Greeks did surprise me with their grit. I never would have thought they'd give the Italians so much trouble. Then again, they had high morale and the benefit of knowing their landscape. Without complete air supremacy, beating the Greeks out of the mountain ranges will prove difficult.
Our tanks will have trouble maneuvering in the mountains, but let's not let that stop us. We'll have to put continuous pressure on the enemy so they don't have time to dig in. Otherwise, we're in for a lot of trouble. Our main task is to force the enemy out into the open, where our mobility will help us encircle them and go for the coup de grace.
So he's talking about paratroopers. That means I might actually need some. And I can probably switch some of these guys up, although changing to Fellstream does cost a couple of points. But then if they are Fellstream units, they do need to lose their ground transport, which is very expensive anyway. So what I can do here is I can get rid of their equipment for 2 of these. And this is not heavy equipment, so they'll be fine. And then I can actually upgrade these to Fallschirm, just like these. And that's a bit pricey, but I guess that's pretty good anyway. And 2 will be fine. So let's get started. We got African volunteers. All infantry units are 10% cheaper. Sure.
These Italian dumbbells are causing us only troubles. Their stupid army was supposed to help us. Instead, it is our combined army forces which have to save their sorry asses. First they get bogged down in Africa, and now they cannot capture some feeble Greeks. Pathetic. What a great ally we have. It seems that we have more harm than good from Mussolini.
Heavy artillery bombardment will quickly do away with Greeks' resolve and allow us to proceed with the Blitzkrieg.
Our Air Force and ground forces have demonstrated on numerous occasions that their well-coordinated actions do wonders. Our aerial bombardment will level Greece to the ground.
Not so fast, Goering. I forbid to use a single bomb or shell against Athens. I always wanted to see its architecture in person.
In this case, I will make sure to save valuable objects of art for our future museums.
Want to put more ancient vases in your backyard, huh? Well, do as you like. Just let me have a look first. Some of them might hold strong occult powers that must be put to the service of the Reich.
Is this a joke? Occult powers. Okay, fine.
Damn that Mussolini! If only his ambition would match his actual prowess! The Italian war with Greece has been a veritable feast of incompetence so far. And the situation there endangers our plans as well. We need to take the Balkan Peninsula under control as soon as possible. I expect nothing short of a decisive victory, General.
With allies like that, one hardly needs any enemies. Eric, give me a situation report on the front lines.
The majority of Greek armed forces are currently in Albania. They've been holding the line against the Italians for a while now. The rest of the units are holding the Metaxas line. I doubt they will counter our advances effectively. There is no unity in the enemy ranks. Most divisions are on their own. The British made it clear they won't provide any serious help to the Greeks. They only sent a token expeditionary fleet. The Colossus, it seems, has feet of clay.
Heinz, what is our combat readiness?
It is absolute, General. My men are well rested and eager for battle, and our vehicle group runs like a Swiss watch. No Greeks or Yugoslavs will stand before the might of the Wehrmacht.
We need to learn from our allies' mistakes, gentlemen. The Italians have paid dearly for underestimating the Greek fighting spirit. So, according to the plan of Operation Marita, we have the 2nd Army, the 12th Army, and their 1st Panzer Group at our disposal for the conquest of the Balkans. Those forces are standing by with our allies at the Bulgarian border. First of all, we must relieve the Italians pinned down in Albania. After we breach the Greek defense, the Italian army will support our march south. To hold the Balkans, we need to control the following objectives: Thessaloniki, Volos, Bitola, Paramythia, Panteleimonas, Thermopylae, Athens, Piraeus, Pergas, Nafplio, Kalamata, and Monemvasia. Gentlemen, remember, this needs to be a strong, ambitious show of power. We can't let the enemy seize the initiative.
Sure, but I would almost suggest that the Greeks will fall pretty quickly, or they should. We'll see how that goes, though. This is Yugoslavian. Okay. So where can I drop my forces? Not very close, actually. Okay, well, I can only go from this point. So let's start with the artillery up front. I guess I should be able to go from that airbase. Let's actually see where the enemy supply points are. Okay, there's no way of cutting them off. They're getting supplies from practically anywhere. There is no real reason to try anything. Okay. Technically, I can already land on Crete. That's actually pretty funny. But let's deploy the fighters. And here. So then, I guess, as for the Fallschirmjäger, I don't know whether I can even put them on in the air already, but let's have the infantry as close by as possible. I'm just dividing up into two groups, I guess. Did I really only have 2 Stukas? Maybe I did. I just kind of feel like I had 3. I'm not sure. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. What I do know, though, is that with regards to this deployment, it is not very difficult to do so, I guess. Currently, the only objective secondary is to prevent the bombing of Athens. Well, we'll see. Well, this is Bulgarian, so I should not have too much trouble while getting over here. Okay, so they have a pretty hefty defense. And they probably have some defense down there too. Okay, it's just 1 infantry. So with them being at 2-5 already, this is a non-core unit, so that's great. I can just take that. And there's nothing here. Yeah, this is already Turkey with Istanbul. So I guess then they can move towards that line, and I guess I'm gonna start trying to whack that up on the next turn. It's not really something I can do already, but I will put quite a few force in there. There is no way they get to attack already, so Oh, this is in range. Guess that's a bit of a bummer, but if that's the case, then I might just as well already move forward with these guys too. No reason to not do it, I guess. Alright, let's see if I can get a bit closer from the top. So, I'm sure I can move in. Really? You're gonna take damage back the second time? Well, fine. Oh, this is not repairing. Okay, yeah. Let's just move you back then. The thing is that one, two, three, four. I would actually be pretty interested to see what kind of damage they could do. So I could just, if I drop it, come on. I want to drop it down from there. Well, moving it like this is probably fine too. Makes them lose their Overwatch as well. 1-4. Interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4. That they did not do anything. I don't think Overwatch Breakthrough helps that much right now either. Interestingly, yeah, sure, why not? Supposedly I'm not taking any damage. Sweet, let's do a double attack. No, I am gonna take damage. It's also confusing, but sweet, they already leveled up immediately, huh? That was really fast. Okay. I guess provides fire support against hard targets to allied tanks and adjacent hexes once per turn. Yeah, that's not bad. Let's do it. Okay, some artillery support from there, huh? That's fine. Oh, there's this Panzer 3H. I thought it was the Stuck that was moving forward. Oops. Well, they did a good job anyway. That's why they leveled up so quickly. They didn't level up at all. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Oops. Now, let's actually get these guys in here so they are kind of like blocking the way, although it's not super necessary. I think they'll be fine. And I guess we have mostly infantry in there, because I can probably move up to that. Attack, get over on, attack, get over on. They'd still be covered by the artillery. I just think it's pretty good. Oh, I don't get a front from that? I guess because it didn't get destroyed, I just took it over. Well, the enemy will then focus upon that, so that is actually really good, I think, as well. Especially with the enemy bombers, I cannot do anything crazy at the moment. I should probably also not yet get into the air yet. With my Fallschirmjäger, because I'm quite sure that the enemy air force will be a bit problematic at the start. Though I will move my fighters forward, especially to protect certain units, and I don't think they can see very well in the back, although even there I will go and protect my bombers. I think from the next turn I can probably move quite well, even with the bombers, but I'll have to see. It looks like you're exposed, but you're not really. I'm still gonna just move them up. And I'm just kind of hoping that they won't be seen there. I don't actually have that many turns. I do have to go quite quickly. Like I said, they're just mostly focusing upon this. And with the enemy being so aggressive, at the very least I'll be able to push through pretty quickly. I have no clue why they would try to get out, but... Are they evacuating or something? No enemy fighters yet, which I also find interesting. They're just up here, huh? So that unit is a hero. And they're putting everything out they got out there, okay. Oh. Seems like the enemy air force is the most serious of the threats. And not actually enemy regular units.
Alder, I've come to know that the British Expeditionary Corps in Greece has Marmaduke Paddle in their ranks. He is the most successful fighter race in the Allied forces. He has already taken down over 50 Luftwaffe aircraft. We have to deal with him before we suffer further losses.
It seems our pilots have found themselves a worthy adversary. I will relay your information to the Luftwaffe commanders.
Sure. Either way, I'm going to end the video here. I want to thank you for watching. Do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care. See you then. Bye-bye.